Is Aquaman 2 a wet and wild wonderland? Or is there something fishy about this washed-up franchise? Here's what the critics are saying about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The sea-dwelling superhero, played by Jason Momoa, has been away from the big screen for 5 years, aside from a post-credits cameo in The Flash. But this week, he returns in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. After 3 DC Comics-based box office bombs in a row this year, Warner Bros. Is hoping to score a win with Aquaman's second solo outing. But the signs so far aren't positive. Between rumors of behind-the-scenes turmoil and a review embargo lifting just a few hours before preview showings begin in North America, some fans fear that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom might stink worse than a fish market. Based on the first wave of reviews, it seems those fears were justified.
I'm gonna kill Aquaman and destroy everything he holds dear.
Slash Film's own review is one of the more favorable takes with a score of 7 out of 10, concluding that, quote, "It's not as good as the original, but it is still one of the better superhero films of the year." That faint praise aside, though, things aren't looking good for Arthur Curry. On the extreme end, we have some 1-star reviews of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, including one from the Telegraph critic Robbie Collin, that doesn't pull its punches. Some films are so stupid you can swear individual brain cells are dying as you watch them. Then there is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, during which it felt like entire clumps of gray matter were giving up the gig in disgust and abseiling out of my ears. The independent reviewer Clarice Lowry also gave the sequel 1 star. She notes that while a movie so nakedly terrible could have had the potential to be celebrated as so bad it's good, the oversaturation of superhero movies over the last decade has sucked the joy out of even the bad ones. It is yet another reminder that cinema is locked in a corporate chokehold, robbing artists of the ability even to flail about in style anymore. It'd be nice to say the DC Extended Universe franchise will be remembered for its occasional triumphs, but The Lost Kingdom speaks too fluently to its failures to not feel like a damning indictment on its legacy.
I cannot believe you let this happen.
A recurring theme in the reviews is that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, despite having no shortage of ridiculous moments, is ultimately pretty formulaic and predictable. Variety's Owen Gleiberman writes, "They spend most of their time fighting, face-to-face, spear to spindly CGI monster, trident to trident. The movie, with all that combat, is staged on an impressively grand scale by the returning director James Wan, but at the same time there's something glumly standard about it." Not all critics hated Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. White Trambui acknowledged the movie's flaws in her review for Inverse, but she also praised it as a fun ride for audiences who can get on board with its ridiculousness. Its chaotic, messy story can be somewhat forgiven when you've got a master visualist like James Wan, who imbues a sort of mid-aughts B-movie blockbuster charm to every frame. And once the second Born to Be Wild needle drop hits, you can't help but get your spirits up. Sometimes all you need is good, dumb fun. The AV Club's Matthew Jackson was also charmed by Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, giving the movie a B grade, and crediting its most enjoyable moments to the character dynamic of Arthur Curry and his formerly villainous half-brother Orm. With Arthur as the comedian and Orm as the straight man, they banter like crazy, get into trouble, and even find ways to slowly and organically form new bonds of respect. When the movie's working with that formula, it's absolute gold, both on a set piece and a character level.